Now I know what Steve just said. I know he said he didn't know who. No, whatever. Jack? DeColt? His brother? Yeah, this is Steve's doing. And I gotta say, that I hope Sean retains, and I hope he beats Steve to within an inch of his life. Because this ain't fair. This ain't fair? Do Canadians say ain't? Hey, sister, unnamed over there. No, that's just more of a southern thing and certainly a United States thing. Ain't? Yeah. And Kendall's licking herself. Kendall's the dog, remember. What? It's not fair. Yeah, well, yeah, no, they use contractions, of course. It's not being. It is not. I'm not scrapping this. Pop my nose, because it hurts. So we got Sean McFly. I sound cool because my voice is scratchy. So we got Sean McFly out there, and Steve did do a good job summing up his skills. He's a great brawler, top of the class. Technician that really, aside from Jeremy, and now that he's retired, technical skills that many people are envious of, and he's a capable high flyer. What's interesting about Jack, though, because I have looked at his matches. We're partnered with CGC after all, right? Yeah, I think so. I'm Tim Whiteman and I suck. What's interesting about Jack is if we were to make this more of a mixed martial arts, one versus the other thing where anything goes, pretty much, except groin shots. Can't do low blows in MMA because that's cheap. It's cheap here, it's cheap there. But if we had tail of the tape here, and as we can see, though they're warily circling, Jack's something of a volume striker. He strikes you a lot, he strikes often, he strikes fast, not necessarily a lot of power behind it. And as we see here, because you see that little combo he threw against Sean, it does lean him up against the corner, but it's not really doing a lot of lasting impact. What Jack needs to do is get Sean off his, and we see a drop toe hold from McFly from the champion, though he didn't have the belt, as we all know. And you see that being aggressive doesn't always pay off. Now Sean, since he's on top, I guess I gotta talk about him, right? Yeah. Well, the thing is, Sean's kind of a combination worker. He picks his spot, then capitalizes, and he does that in a lot of ways. See, it's not just about striking, like with Jack, as we see the back elbow to knock out that arm bar. As they get to their feet, we know that Jack's going to go for a strike here, there, maybe a kick, sweep, something. Then he'll press the advantage, keep going. He's just trying to find the spot, the range, whatever, and we see that the roundhouse to the head misses, and Sean, he gets the rear waist lock, but doesn't seem to be able to get the German suplex, so he shoves him off into the corner, and we got another standstill. See, the match really isn't going Jack's way here. What he wants to do is he wants to finish kind of quickly, but not really. See, it's hard when you don't have a lot of power behind your strikes. We have RK Hayes, for example, not a volume striker at all. He hits you once, you're down. His power bomb, Samoan drop, any of those big moves, it's a long 2 count, if not outright the match. Jack, he's got to set you up for something big, one of the few things he can do, and he does that through just peppering you over and over throughout the match, throughout the fight. I guess I'm Tim because this sucks. Now, Sean McFly, as we see here, he comes off with a flying forearm, beautiful off the rebound. McFly is good counter wrestler. He's a good combination worker. When he sees a weakness, when he develops a weakness in the opponent, he capitalizes on it. That's why he's so good, because he can beat you on the feet, he can beat you on the mat. There's really no place you can go where he won't find something to do. And as we see him twisting over again, working on the arm of Jack, if you take away the arms of an opponent who's a known striker. You force them, if they can, to use a lot of kicks, which granted are longer distance, of course, legs longer than arms, but they tend to be a bit slower. It's a lot easier to get inside that range, and then you can just open him up with some strong elbows. And as we've seen before from Sean, though he doesn't look like he's going for it, and oh, that flying splash misses. Champion having a rare mistake, as it looks like, just a blatant miscalculation. Jack gets a cover, but only a 2 count. It looked like, maybe 1 and some change. Sean usually knows when a guy's down a lot more than that. Jack might be coming back into this, and this is around, we're what, 12 minutes now? This is around the time when Jack gets really dangerous. Hopefully for him, I'm not saying I'm rooting for him, but hopefully you better not be rooting for him, because what he did was ridiculous. Stealing the championship, that's not what we do here. And as we see, Sean really lighting him up, and I want to interrupt you here, because this is what Sean does. He gets even if he needs to. Now, he's a great guy, and not a lot of people really hate him. I don't even think Steve hates him. It's just, oh God, I think Jack just busted Sean's nose with just a very nicely timed right cross straight to the face. Sean's not down, but Jack has got to be, well, he's smelling the blood, because it's out there. Kids, this is why you don't do this stuff at home. Because let me tell you, Sean's in a lot of pain right now, and the only reason why he's not down on the mat just crying, just screaming for medic, is because he's trained for years. He's done this for years, and he's got drive, a will to keep that championship where it belongs, around his waist. You want to do the stuff that he does, you got to enroll in a wrestling school, guys. I know this is just cheap, whatever, pedantic banter, but I gotta make it clear for you, because this match is something real dangerous here. And we see that Jack DeColt wants to hit a DeColt stampede, and we have Sean McFly rolling out of the corner. See, that's the whole thing. Sean has so many ways to beat you, because we've seen just some rolling elbows knock opponents out straight off. The DeLorean driver, which he has yet to really go for here. Any number of submissions. The stone ankle stretch that I know is the cattle mutilation of the bloodstone mutilation of Johnny Bloodstone. I'm pretty sure he's busted that out before. I can't really. And we got it's a McFly roll that nearly just takes out of nowhere. We're well over 20 minutes in, and Jack DeColt has got to be tiring. He's always had questionable stamina. That's why I've seen in his matches. That's why he has to get done quickly, because he's a volume striker. And as he's been throwing things out the whole match, and he's caught Sean numerous times, if you can wear him out, and it's not unheard of, it's not easy by far, but if you can last through that storm, right about now is when he really is vulnerable. This is when Sean needs to look for that driver, hit it, and get this thing over with. Because I tell you, when you got a guy who's just throwing bombs at you now, even if they aren't as damaging as a Hayes, even if they aren't an Omar Brown type of Puroresu type of throwing out there, this is still, and he gets clocked. God, as you were talking about it, Sean walking into a right hook, and fortunately for the champion, he rolls out of the ring off the rebound, and Jack looks like he can't really press the advantage, just waiting it out as the champion's getting counted out to 4 and 5, gets up on the apron. We know that Sean, if he's got anything left in him, he will always go for the real win, not settling for a count-out title defense. Whoa, we got a sunset flip coming in. Sean almost just stole one from Jack, but it looks like it might be time for the DeLorean driver. Sean McFly wins, yeah! That's the sound I make when I don't care anymore. So let's see. That's good. Okay, so he doesn't have good gimmick, and he doesn't have... Wait. Star quality. He has high morale. Oh, right, I hired his sister. High momentum from both. He has the charisma and the gimmick. Okay, yeah, poor gimmick. What? Oh. What? Oh. Crap, I gotta rerun this with Jack as a heel. Yeah. Crap. Well, that might not be an 80.